Hey, welcome back to the channel where we track down, body snatch, and react to some of the wildest videos we can find across the internet. Both kick back in your chairs and relax, and like it, love it, or leave it. We're gonna react to it. Let's get after it.
What appears to be a sunshade in the car's windscreen. Then, through another window, there's nothing in the car at all.
Trickery.
The camera goes back and forth a number of times, and
I
each
think
time
that's
you can
trickery.
see
What
the
do you guys think?
sunshade disappear.
The soldier who fought in 3 armies. This one man served in the Soviet, Nazi, and U.S. armies.
This doesn't surprise me. I've got family that have fought in 3 armies.
All in the same
3
war.
wars.
His name was Yang Kyung-jong, a Korean man who may have had the wildest World War II journey ever. First, he was conscripted by the Japanese army, which occupied Korea, then captured by the Soviets and sent to fight for them. When the Germans captured him during the Battle of Kharkov, they put him into the Nazi Wehrmacht. Later, he was captured by American troops in Normandy, still wearing a German uniform. He didn't speak a word of English or German. Just imagine the confusion. After the war, he was sent to a POW camp and later emigrated to the U.S., where he lived quietly until his death. 1 man, 3 uniforms.
Yeah, at least that dude got off, lived the rest of his life out, outside of wars.
1 chaotic war. Comment 3 lives if this story blew your mind, and follow for more unbelievable war stories.
You're telling me these Agarthians, these people from Antarctica, are living amongst us?
Look, like I told you, Agarthia is basically the capital city, right?
Yes, we live amongst you guys.
The mainland nation in Antarctica, okay? But there are these surrounding countries, right, with much poorer, more desperate citizens kind of just living in poverty-stricken environments, right? Some of which, okay, have over the centuries made their way from Antarctica into other parts of the world, right? This is where you start getting cases of what we know as albinism or albinos.
You're saying albinos are descendants of Agarthia? I mean, I thought this was just a medical condition.
Buddy, look at the facts, okay? The word albino is derived from the Latin word albus, which literally just means white. Listen.
What if that's just the strain of your DNA that declares that you're...
And if you go back to the Roman author Aulus Gellius, okay, in his infamous book Attic Nights, he wrote about these white-skinned, light-haired people, said that they came from distant lands, okay? This can be interpreted as one of the first written accounts of the Garthians spotted in the known lands. Fast forward to the mid-1800s, and you start getting these medical explanations as to what it is, but it's just all a misinterpretation, right? These are descendants of Agarthians who slipped through the cracks hundreds of years ago.
I've watched this video
This dude's watched this video a few times. I've watched this video a few times. I think she's
so many times it just looks weird and creepy. Megan looks like a robot or mannequin,
straight up like...
and the in-laws behind her are also very strange and looks like they are frozen in time, all of them. Very weird.
One of the craziest
Yeah. She looks fake as hell. You guys ask me.
glitches in the Matrix or time slip stories you'll ever hear about is Steve Kubaksky's story from Michigan. Back in 1978, he was a student at Hope College. It was the winter time, so being an outdoorsman, he went out to cross-country ski across a frozen Lake Michigan, only he never came back.
Fell in.
A big search party went out. Some snowmobilers came across his skis, poles, and backpack right there in the middle of the frozen lake, but no Steve. And there were footprints that extended from his gear, went out about 200 yards, and then they just stopped, like he'd been plucked up
I've heard this story so many times.
into the sky. Even though there was no broken ice or cracks, they figured he must have fallen in and drowned. A funeral was held. His school even gave him an honorary degree. But then 15 months later, well, Steve phoned home, and he claims he had no memory of the past 15 months.
Does he
So he
now
woke up in a field in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, got to a payphone, and that was it.
this dude had a shit stain on his back?
He went on to live a regular life and got a PhD, but still always claimed he had no clue what happened to him during the time he was gone.
Why do you think media is like, there's aliens, and then it's like, there's no aliens? Do you think it's just
Dude, this one always trips me out because it's like they say there's no aliens or they're going to release information about aliens and then they never do. So I wonder why.
conditioning?
100%. They want to
Yeah.
roll it out because aliens will detach you from God. And I think aliens are just angels and demons.
I mean, yeah, that's the side I side on. Just the supernatural of it all. Because you can go back way back in history and throughout scripture, it's like, if you were to see that today, you'd be like, this is an alien invasion.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like these creatures, 4 wings, 4 heads, and it's like the
Is that the Mothman? How about that? Man, it's like there's no winning with this thing.
wheel within the wheel.
You know, Aleister Crowley, obviously we're not a fan of that guy, but he talked that there will be an era of the Thoth, which is an old Egyptian god. You will see his return. When the sky is burning, the angels and demons will return and they will be called a different name. There's this belief that the name will be aliens. They're being sold to us as aliens.
Yeah.
There's a very famous study where the
That thing goes back
Pentagon
to our
stopped studies into aliens because everyone at the Pentagon came to believe it was angels and demons.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you heard of the term fentanyl zombie?
go.
It's a shocking label for the devastating effects of fentanyl, a drug 50 times stronger than heroin. It overwhelms the nervous system, leading to a sense of euphoria that quickly gives way to loss of control and coordination. The hunched over posture is indicative of the drug's overwhelming impact, as users may find themselves unable to maintain balance or coordination. Fentanyl tends to accumulate in the fat tissues, so for long-term users, it can take a long time for it to clear from the system. This leads to prolonged symptoms like the inability to
Let me see if what about this? What if I talk like this? No, hold on, maybe I gotta turn it down up here. What about that? Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. Turn it up a little bit. How about, oh, turn it down? How about that? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing 1, 2, 3. Is there an echo still? One, two, three. Echo test. 1, 2, 3. Echo test. 1, 2, 3. Even if I'm up on it or if I'm far away, what's that sound like? How about that? 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, testing. 1, 2, 3. Just does it sound funny? How about now? 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 4, 5. Just in case we don't know where we're at. Mhm. Every time I what? Yeah, I know. I really need. How about that? 1, 2, 3, testing. Like if I kept it like this and I was always back and forth or I was talking and 1, 2, 3 and echoing and shit. I could still hear the echo. This is pop. How's pop sound? Pop, pop, pop. Okay, wait. There's another setting I just hit. Let's find out what that does. I know that. Yeah. So what about now? I can talk and shit and no echo? That was the second thing they told me not to do unless I still had echo. And if I still had echo to press it, and I did. All right, so we're good. Anybody in the chat? No, no one. Why you guys hate me on a Sunday? So this is good. I can talk, I can yell, I can whatever. It definitely sounds a lot. No, baby, I always need your help. That's why I asked you to watch my stuff. Current viewers, 4 views. Well, good, because I ain't here for you fuckers anyways. I'm here to fix my shit. When I say you fuckers, I really mean love you. You guys are awesome. Alright, let me see. So, I don't know if I can turn this up so I got better volume. At least louder volume, you know what I mean? I can do that and check it out. That should be good. I might even be able to turn it up just a little bit, but right now it looks like I'm in the whoa! Yeah, unless I'm yelling. No echo. I can even talk if I talk like this. If I just talk like this, you know what I mean? Like this dude's a fucking joke, blah blah blah. If I'm up on it like this, because this is about where I would normally be anyways. Right here, that sounded good. Or should I turn that down just? I can't hear again. 1 2 3, checking. 1 2 3. Audio check.
Stand straight without pain or discomfort.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
MJ! Have you heard of the term fentanyl zombie? It's a shocking label for the devastating effects of fentanyl, a drug 50 times stronger than heroin. It overwhelms the nervous system, leading to a sense of euphoria that quickly gives way to loss of control and coordination. The hunched over posture is indicative of the drug's overwhelming impact, as users may find
JWST just released this crazy new image of the Sombrero Galaxy, a fitting name considering it looks like a sombrero. And this made me want to rank the top 5 craziest or creepiest space pictures ever taken. In number 5, I have this Hubble image of a planetary nebula that straight up just looks like an eye staring at us from 8,000 light years away. Number 4 is going to be this image of the Witch Head Nebula. It looks like a witch looking over to the right towards those beautiful stars. Number 3 is the ominous Hand of God Nebula. The hand is seen to stretch out into the cosmos, grabbing gas and dust. For number 2, I'm going to stick with this image of the first ever untethered spacewalk. This real image taken by JWST that
Honest, yeah. It turned me on a little bit, but
lifelong consequences from the medical procedures and the medications that they've taken. And I think this is a perfect illustration as to why a lot of people
so
had
he's got
such a
that
big
and I got
problem
this.
with children trying to transition even
This is
if they
about
weren't
40,
getting
that's both
surgeries
mine is
because
about
they're
negative
too
here.
young to make those types of decisions and there can be long-lasting side effects afterwards if they change
That's
their
when
mind.
he's on, and now when he's off.
Like myself, I got this stupid ass tattoo as a grown adult just because I was bored one day. I've lived with it for years, even though I hated it. And finally, the other day, I went and got it covered up. But guess what? Going over all that scar tissue was a whole bitch, homie. And this is only the first session, but I gotta say, I absolutely love my Biceposaurus Rex. Now, I'm not negating the fact that there are people out there who are actually struggling with gender dysphoria, but when things start to get pushed as a trend, especially on younger people, and it can have long-term consequences and side effects, I think that it's clearly abusive to rush them into making life-altering decisions. But what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. This might be the most urgent and important interview that I have ever done.
So make him a little quieter.